Rising family, internal spring cleaning. Are you cleaning outside, forgetting the inside? Yesterday I talked about the holistic approach to spring cleaning. Today I'm going to be talking about specifically cleaning your insides. So is you dirty or is you clean? That's the question that need answer. So today we're going to we're going to answer that question for you. And what I mean by that is, have you cleaned your insides? So normally we think about every day we have an external cleanse. Every day we have an external cleanse. By that I mean every day you probably take a shower or not. You might change your clothes or not. You might brush your teeth or not. But every day there is something that you do to manage your outside. What do you do to manage inside, right? So we have an external shower most of the time, but do you ever take an internal bath? Okay, so I said yesterday, it's not just about cleaning your space, it's about clearing it. It's not just about cleaning your inside, it's about clearing it. So you can do a detox and clean your insides, but if you don't clear your mind with the thoughts, then the inside is gonna get right back to it. Right? You can't just change what's happening within without changing your mindset about it. So, internal spring cleaning, y'all, is about detoxing. Now, I would have showed you my juice, but it's gone. That sucker gone. Reason why the juice is gone is because I was doing my internal juice cleanse. And what's an internal juice cleanse? Well, juices have certain nutrients in them, and because I've been juicing since yesterday, as part of the 21-day spring clean with the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, I'm cleansing out our body. And what we've been doing is, instead of just hopping into a detox and failing, we've been progressively letting things go. So you got to let things go so you can grow. So yesterday we had let go bread and butter. Today we're letting go red meat and salt. And we're just replacing breakfast with this juice. And if you want the juice, text Spring Clean to 561-510-9605. So what does that say? Guess what? After you went through all of these seasons, you're gonna accumulate toxins. And if these toxins stay in your body and you don't move them out of your body, what's going to happen? These toxins are not going to become disease. And you don't want that, right? No, you don't want disease. So accumulation leads to stagnation, leads to inflammation, which leads to disease. So if you notice that your body is not, like, you wake up feeling fogged up, you wake up feeling tired, you're getting brain fog throughout the day, then it means that you kind of backed up and you need a detox. So first, we can start with intermittent fasting, which is what we've been doing collectively with the tribe. And intermittent fasting is, you have a cutoff time when you eat. So the first couple of days, you have a cutoff time. What's that time going to be? For me, it's about 8 o'clock. 6 to 7, I'm eating light, right? Either eating a salad, some nuts, or just having the juice, right? After 8, no more food. And I don't eat again until 12, which means all I'm drinking is this vegetable juice. Reason why is I'm giving my body time to clean out the stuff that's backed up. So your small and large intestine, why you think that every time that, well, I don't know if you think that, but every time that you eat, you may think that, well, eventually I'm going to go to the bathroom and what I ate will come out the rear. But did you know that what you eat doesn't always come out? Sometimes it lingers. Sometimes it stays there for a little bit. And if it's been staying there for too long, for months, weeks, and years, well, hopefully not years, that's a problem. Then your colon is not all backed up. It looks like, I don't even want to describe how it looks like. So if your colon is backed up, do you want to be at risk for things like colon cancer? And guess what? Your digestive work with your sexual organs. So if you want to get it up, you want to get it out because you want to get it up. If you want to get it up, make sure you get that feces out. because that's going to affect your prostate as well. Somebody said, well, what else can affect my prostate? They said that's something I should think about. Well, when you eat, like if you eat before sex, right? And I learned this from Dr. Love, is when you eat before dinner, it's much better than eating after dinner, because it's like you don't want to do an activity on a full stomach where your prostate is also working. And your prostate has to do with the food, because the foods become hormones. So it's not just about detoxing, but it's about being mindful. So what if you eat a high, let's say a meat food with full of preservatives, toxins, whatever, oils, whatever that's no good, fried foods. You eat that, which is going to create your hormones, and you just like, okay, right after then we're going to have sex. So now your sexual organs is like, yo, okay, this guy just ate, and then now I'm sending blood. I need to send as much blood down there. Guess what? The food and the blood and the sex over time, it's not good for you. Dr. Love will probably better explain that one. But I'm saying that your food choices affect your sexual organs. So sometimes some people can't get it up because of the food they're eating, because they're backed up. So if you're backed up, you might want to let it out so you can get it up. That's just a good quote. So I just said sexual organs. So sometimes some people can't get it up because of the food they're eating, because they're backed up. Then you can't get it up. All right. So here's what you do. Start detoxing, y'all. Start clearing your body. They got water fasts. They got juice feasting. You look, we've been doing the juice. All you got to do is text Spring Clean to 561-510-9605, and you're going to get the juice. Okay? That's it. So I want to ask you, can you make a dedication to drink your medication? Can you? Can you make a dedication to just juice in the rising? Comment below. Can you make a dedication to start juicing? Now is the best time to clean out your body, is when the seasons are changing. And a simple dedication to start juicing can transform your life, can give you more energy. It's really that simple, y'all. And I want to share this juice with you, but you got to text me for it. Text Spring Clean to 561-510-9605. So an internal spring cleaning does not just have to do with your physical body. It does not simply have to do with, okay, I'm just going to drink juice so that I can take in the enzymes, so I can give my digestive time for it to excrete whatever is in it. It's also about your mind. It's also about the thoughts. It's also about journaling. It has to do with writing down things on paper. It has to do with getting in touch with your emotions, getting in touch with the relationships that you have. What are some of the past relationships that keep coming up? Yolanda, look right there in the screen. And the number is right there. So what are some relationships that needs to be detoxed out of your mental real estate? Now, have you ever went to a relationship and then you don't see the person you're in a relationship with? You saw the person you was in a relationship with. You don't see the current relationship. You see the person, you see the face, but you see the habits of your old partner. You see, that's problematic. And imagine if every time you spoke to your son, you were speaking to your ex-husband. Or every time you spoke to your son, you were speaking to your boyfriend from 14 years old. Then your son is like, I didn't do that. But then they have no idea that it's the trauma. So detoxing also has to do with getting in touch with the mind, with the thoughts that perpetuate. Your thoughts are the things that bring about those behaviors. So are you in touch with your thought? In the rising, do you even look at them? Like, do you get in touch with the feelings in your body? Do you get in touch with those things? These are things that we need to think about. So I'm not going to make this podcast long. I'm going to keep it 20 minutes. But I just really wanted to get in here and say, are you doing an internal spring clean? Now let's take how do you clean your house? How do you normally clean your house? For me, normally when I clean my house is I'm trying to, hey, if there's a lot of stuff around, I want to make sure that they get in the rightfully place. So you got to put things in place. What if things are out of place? What if your spine is out of alignment? What if your neck is out? What if your jaw, you have overbite or underbite? All of these things are affecting your health. What if your posture is out of alignment? What if you're leaning to the right? So spring cleaning is being in touch with your house, your home, your temple enough that you know when things are out of place, and you've built up your education on self. You've mastered you gotten health literacy so that you know when things are out of alignment. And then better yet than health literacy is that you know the action to take. So it's one thing to be literate and read, but it's another thing to know how to respond with what you've read. So some of us, we can read that we're in pain, but we don't know the solution to apply. We can read that our mind is going all over the place, or there's stress in the body, or there's anxiety, which is like bees flying inside of you, pulling you in all types of direction. We can get in touch with that, but how do we touch it out? And did you know that you can massage it out? Did you know that you can breathe it out? Did you know that you can actually do these things? But these are things we don't get in touch with, and I want you to get in touch with those things. Now, I have a community, every rising. Our community, we rise and we get in touch with those things and we let them go, right? And I would love for you to pop to one of these sessions, right? Every Monday and Friday, it's free. So you can actually tap in to that. And I'm going to drop the link below because, I mean, why not, right? Start your day with a powerful rising routine. Go to Rise and Prime. So what we do is we having enough health education on the daily, right? What this does is it allows you to really get in touch with what's happening within you. And by getting in touch with what's happening within you and knowing what to do to tap it out of you, you are now becoming your own healer. Most of us, we wait for somebody to heal us. We wait for somebody to show us what to do. In reality, we need to become like a student that just can't stop learning to the point where we become our own healers. A student that just can't stop learning has to become his own healer. Because at some point, you're just going to know enough about yourself that you can start to take the action steps to elevate your being to the next level. So you want to be a student. You want to be a student. And then you want to also be a teacher for your friends, a teacher for your kids, a teacher for everybody you meet. Hey, you learn a powerful detox? Share it. Hey, you learn a powerful movement? Share it. Hey, you learn a powerful thing about your body? Share it. Watch how much you know. You're going to know way more if you share what you know. You're going to learn more if you share what you know. So I want you to think about, how hungry are you for knowledge? How hungry are you for self-knowledge? Do you find that important? Do you find it important to learn more about you? So an internal spring cleaning is you got to get yourself in alignment. To get yourself in alignment, you need to know where things go. You need to know how things should be. You need to know what's the difference between a beta state and an alpha state. You need to know when your brain waves are thinking so much, and you need to know how to bring the calm to your body, what to do about it. You need to know where the tension is and what that's telling you so that you could move it out. You need to know the herbs to take. You have to become your own healer. Nobody's going to heal you. You are going to heal yourself. You're going to find guides to equip you with the tools and practices to heal yourself. I am not your healer. I am not, I repeat it again, I am not your healer. I am a teacher. I'm a guide. I just share with you some of the things. And there's so much more to explore, which means I can only teach up until my level of exploration. So do you want to explore life for you? Are you going out there discovering things for yourself? Or are you waiting for it? Are you waiting for it to just come say, here's the knowledge that you need? Or are you seeking for it? Are you finding the books that you need to read? Are you attending the Zoom meetings that's going to transform your life? I mean, I have a Rise and Prime that teach people an ancient practice that's thousands of years old that is a healing practice. But how many people say, I'm going to take the initiative to join this? When is it? Monday, 7:30? Oh, Friday, 7:30 a.m., Rise and Prime? How can I get there? But how many texts I've sent to you? How many texts I've sent to people about it? Did they show up? Yet they still have anxiety. Yet they still have stress. Yet they still have depression in the body, depressive tendencies. Yet the worry is taking over the minds. Overthinking cannot stop. Your shoulder's hurting. Your back is hurting. Your kidney is feeling a certain way, but you don't even know that's your kidney. Yet every day we go over these organs. Yet every day we talk about these emotions. Yet every day I show these movements and I open it up. But we have to be willing to invest in ourselves. We have to be willing to find the importance in these things, because a lot of times is like the student is not ready. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when the student make themselves ready, the teacher that appears is not the teacher outside of you, but it's the teacher within. Because just as much as you think that you're learning from others, you're learning from yourself. Just as much as you think you're learning from others, you're learning from yourself. They're just putting forth words to put a mirror so you can see you. So a lot of people think, yo, I'm getting information. You're not getting information. You're getting information. This is forming, creating in you a new mindset. Creating you a new mind. What does that mean to you? Some people think, yo, oh, to creating me a new mind, I might have to lose my mind. To create a new mind is you might have to, what do you do to create a new mind? Think new thoughts. A new mind is a sequence of thoughts that happens through neural pathways in your brain. Every time that you think a thought, there is a neural pathway. There's an energy that's happening. Thoughts do become things. Thoughts do become strands. Every time you put up a strand of thought, you're building a wire. And this wire can either be a bridge to transform your life from where you are to where you want to be, or it can be a wire that you're just hanging on, hanging by the thread. It can be a wire that you're hanging yourself by. And listen, every day that I'm doing this, I'm adding a strand. Somebody said, yo, where you at in life? Well, listen, just look at my daily actions every day. That's going to tell you all you need to know about me. Just the fact that you see me live talking about this means that I'm doing the work, because when we speak, we're not speaking to others. We're speaking to what we need the most. When you're giving advice, you need to take that advice. When you're giving something to somebody else, it's often what you need. So when I'm doing the Rising Prime sessions, it's because I need to have a rising routine. When I'm saying we need to stop eating these foods, I'm saying that I need to stay away from these foods as I already made that decision. When I'm saying let's start juicing, let's start detoxing, it's because I need to do that detox. So let's get on this health tip. Let's live this lifestyle for real. For real. For real. Let's live this lifestyle for real. We can't live it for fake. We can't live it for show. We got to do it for real. The decisions that we make every single day, your life is a sum total of choices. You're not stuck to how you're feeling. You're not stuck to how your body is, because you're not stuck to the choices. If you change the choices that you make, you change the results. This rising, I woke up with some answers that I needed. But it was a choice that I made the night before that I'm going to go to sleep untampered with. Untampered with anything that will diminish my ability to communicate with God. And guess when I rose with answers. And I guess I'm realizing, yo, sometimes God is trying to communicate to you. God is trying to give you the answers in your sleep, but you're going to sleep fogged up. You're going to sleep with resentment in your heart. You're going to sleep with fear in your heart. You're going to sleep with too much food in your belly. So God can't even communicate to you while you're sleeping. You're not even dreaming. In fact, that causes you not even able to sleep. Insomnia. So how can God communicate to you not in communion with him? So to get in communion with God, we got to look at our body as a temple. Take care of that temple. Watch what we eat. Watch what we drink. Watch what we consume. The media that we consume. The conversations that we consume. The ticks and talks taking our talk of our lives away. Stop taking your life away on TikTok. We have to really think about it. We need to stop consuming so much information and take that information and get informed. Get in the form of what you've learned. Be the representation of what holistic lifestyle living is all about. You gotta represent. We represent a football team. We represent a basketball team. We represent our country. We represent a street. We represent a hood. But do we represent vitality? Do we represent holistic health and wellness? Do we represent do we represent joy? What are you representing? We would represent any brand, but are you representing your brand? The brand that says, I look at my body as a temple. I treat that body well with great foods, with thoughts that are aligned, with movements that release the tension from my body. I have the conversations, whether they're hard, whether they're easy, whether they're difficult, I'm willing to do that. I'm not, listen, let's make a dedication to stop fleeing. Let's make a dedication to stop fleeing. When life stresses you out, when the circumstances come and it activate the fight or flight, I want you to fight. But guess what? The fight I'm talking about is not in the lion. It's not in the jungle. You're not fighting the lion. The fight that I'm talking about is a fight that is not a fight. It's just the word we put on it. But isn't it tension? We do it with ease. We do it with flow. We do it with love. It's a different type of fight. I say this statement, and you really have to tune in to understand it. To fight is not to fight. Because if you're fighting, that means there's tension. To fight is it's not to suppress. To fight is to get in touch with, to face the lion in the face and look at it with calm and look at it with a sense of certainty that you will not come here to break me. I have the power within me that no lion, no animal, no challenge is going to break me. And you look at that lion right dead in its face and you just like, let's go. And the fight is there's no punches thrown, but just the look. Life knows you got to get a line. It's a fight that is not even a fight. It's a fight of faith. This rising, when I woke up this morning, I'm like waking up from the bed and I had this dream and I'm in this home and there are these people and there's a massacre going on. And things are happening that people are dying left and right. And I am like, no, this is not going to happen for me. So I'm over here navigating in this space and I'm like, yo, I am going to survive. I am going to survive. I am going to survive. I'm going to survive. I don't remember all the details of the story, but I remember waking up distraught. I remember waking up with fear. I remember waking up a certain way. And then, man, won't he do it? God put this verse, put this psalm in my heart. Psalms 18. Psalms 18, and I wish I can read it for you, but it's so long. I got to go read it again. And Psalms 18 came in my mind, and it's just so much strength in those verses. And it reminded me that I don't have to do this alone. It reminded me that sometimes people are going to bring about swords. Like people might fall on your left side. People might fall on your right side. Armies might fall all sides of you, but you got to stay strong. And the power of life and death is in the tongue. So every rising when you wake up, you can't be speaking negativity in your life. You can't be speaking lack in your life. You got to speak some power in you. You gotta get that power out of you, not just from you as a human being, but as a spiritual being. Because you're greater than what you think. You're greater than your circumstances. And if you tap into the power of God, y'all, it goes to another level. You can grow to another level. You can face the devil in the eye and say, you are a lie. And just slap that devil. Right? Slap the devil of your fears. Slap the devil of your pain. Slap the devil of your traumas. The devil of the actions that you take against your own self. Those demons that follow us. We have to fight. We have to fight. If you're alive, you can fight. If you're breathing, you can fight. If you could move, you can fight. If you could think, you can fight. If you can think, you can fight. If you could stand and you can look at the grandeur of the world, you can fight. You don't need muscles to fight, y'all. You don't need muscles to fight, but you need will. You don't need muscles to fight, but you need will. You don't need muscles to fight, but you need faith. You don't need muscles to fight, but you need to have that belief that you have something greater within you that's helping you. If you depend on your muscles, it will let you down. Because muscles are only to the level of training that you've done for those muscles. Because all of us, we're depending on that will. We're depending on the muscles we build to say no. We're depending on the muscles we've done to just let go of these people and leave that environment. But are we depending on the will of God? Are we depending on the Spirit? Are we letting go and letting God? This rising, I rose, and at the rising prime, I had to do this. I had to pray. Because I realized that I stopped praying during my Zoom meetings because I didn't know how other people listen. I need you to stop living your life for other people. And guess what? I'm going to say this message from me. This is not for you. Just bypass. This is for me. I need you to stop worrying about what other people are thinking, and I need you to fulfill God's work. I need you to keep his name in it. I need you to be unapologetic about what you do, unapologetic about your routine, unapologetic about your healing patterns, unapologetic about how you breathe, and you need to express yourself full out. Because guess what? People are falling left and right. There is a battle against our lives, y'all. People are dying, y'all. People are dying, and I choose not to be a common man. I choose to stand if I can. I am a leader, not a follower. I am a revolutionary and not a confirmer. I make my own choices. I lead my own life with the blueprint that God has already given me. And I'm unapologetic about that, y'all. I can't live my life worrying about what other people's thinking because God has sent me out for a mission. So every day that I come here, I'm giving it 100%. It's because I don't know how long I have, but I do know that with the time that I have, I'm going to give all my life into it. I'm going to give all my spirit into it. I'm going to give my essence in it so that this message can resonate in history. It doesn't matter if 4 people watches now. I see 400,000. You see 4, I see 4 million. So keep doing your work. Keep spreading that gospel. Keep spreading the works of God. And it's God that's doing it, yo. A lot of people are saying, we are gods. We are gods. God, listen. The power of God is within me, but I am not a God. I'm a servant of God. The power of God is within me, but I give gratitude to the Most High. We all want to be gods, but we have the godly power. The kingdom of God is within man. It didn't mean that you are a God. You are a creator. But stop looking at yourself as a God, because guess what? When your muscles run out, who do you depend on? Do you depend on your muscles, or do you depend on the higher power? A lot of people are out here saying, we're gods, we're gods, we're gods, we're gods. But who you're gonna cry to when it's really dark? You gonna pray to you? You gonna tap into you when you're toxic? When you're perpetuating those thoughts? When you're doing those actions against you? You're gonna depend on that God? Nah, nah. We have to give gratitude to the Most High. I'm in a spiritual community, but I don't follow everything. I let God be the discernment between what I know is right. And what I know is right is that God is God and we are beings and we have God within us. We are creators. We are co-creators with the Creator, but let's give praise to the Creator. That's my message, y'all, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. I couldn't hold it in. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait. Take that back. Take that back. Come on, what you talking about, boy? What you talking about? Okay.